Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope you're all having a great Thursday. I know it's late. I ended up having to close. So it is what it is, which it's fine since I'm off tomorrow. So working till 7:30. Hello, super pretty girl. Miss Sophia wants to say hello, but she's right here. She's just excited I'm home. But when you work till 7:30, we close at 9. It's one of those where you're just as well close. So anyway, I am heating up my rice. I decided to get creative with some canned corn, soy sauce, rice, mix it all up, salt and pepper, and it's in the oven. That's a big ass bowl. Should be very filling tonight. So it actually was pretty easy. I like being able just to kind of do the rice that way and heating it up. So, but anyway, today is a better day than yesterday. Yesterday was a shit show. So it's my own fault. I didn't go into it, but then things worked out. And then I woke up this morning and then things really worked out. So here we are. So things are good. So cannot complain. I did talk about I didn't deserve something yesterday because of yesterday. I got it today. So the biggest thing, and I'll go over the rest in a bit, I didn't buy any DVDs. None. However, it's out tomorrow, but I will get it Saturday when I go back into work. The new CD from Hilary Duff. So, yas. So, I ordered this in. I ordered 2 copies. One for me, one for the store. I ended up getting an email saying it was vendor canceled. So I was like, shit. I just assumed it wasn't going to come. Because I've come close several times from ordering it on the Varese Saraband site. But that includes 2 extra soundtracks. So, then the day before, it came in. It is the Scream original motion picture soundtracks by Marco Beltrami. So Scream 1 through 4. 5 and 6, fine. But Beltrami on these, I have had my eye on Varese Saraband's site for a while. It does come in vinyl and CD, but you know me, I've thought about toying with vinyl. I have some vintage ones. I don't have a player, but CDs are what I know. CDs are what I love. And so, you know what? Everything worked out. Today I was like, fuck it. I got it. So, awesome. Has one little ding right here, and it could be I got the very last one from Alliance, and that could be the case. Don't get me wrong. The vinyls, I bet, look pretty sweet, but, yes. Can't wait. Speaking of Scream, so this was the big one. So I said, screw it, I deserve it. And I do. So cannot wait. I did, as you see, some magazines came in. I mean, I was hitting the mother load today. It was like 10 boxes. And I was like, oh, wow. However, with Scream 7 coming out next week, I saw this. Yes, it is 100% unofficial. Which, crazily, when I was scanning magazines, it's wild how so many Stranger Things magazines that have come out, you know, they came out right before the last season, which feels like 6 months ago when it was literally, a month ago? Or 2. All of those are due out, which is crazy. But I know this is unofficial. Don't know, don't care. But the essential fan guide, 30 years of Ghostface. So if you're like me, oh hell yeah. So if you're Barnes & Noble, it literally just landed in store today. So unless it doesn't get out for a couple of days, I can't wait to look into it. After this, there needs to be like a coffee table book of Scream. That's just like covering the making, developing of each movie. Like we have, like Crystal Lake Memories, that kind of thing. That's what we need. But I saw this. You know what? Had to have it. So there is that. I did get more magazines, but we'll go over that in a sec. I did order a book. Yes, young adult or young reader, whatever. But it was the latest. You know me, I love my Goosebumps. Latest from RL Stine. Just came out Tuesday. Nightmare on Nightmare Street. So, come on. So, that, I pre-ordered this months ago for it to come in. And from the master of spine-tingling horror for young audiences, Nightmare on Nightmare Street is full of strange sounds, terrifying visions, and things that go bump in the night. Now, I love horror, but being brought up on Fear Street, Goosebumps, Halloween, anything, it doesn't have to be gross horror. It can be horror like this. And like I said, Goosebumps, Fear Street especially, Christopher Pike, all of those like point mysteries that came out in the 80s. Look, I was brought up on Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew, Trixie Belden, The Boxcar Children, Encyclopedia Brown. I love a mystery. So even mystery horror, I am there. So I can't wait to get into this one. I don't know when, because apparently I have a stack of magazines. So that and this. And I ordered today, I got an email from one of the shops that I look at. There is a Choose Your Own Adventure retro set. Has like 4 books. I ordered it today. Now you can get a bunch of Choose Your Own Adventure separately. But it comes with a cool ass little poster. Oh, I cannot wait. I loved those books when I was little. So, you know, us Gen Xers, we had to pass the time and go, oh, I didn't choose that. I'm going this way. Sheesh, I died. So anyway, the Scream magazine. My only thing with some of these special issues is like Anthem. They put out a lot of like the music magazines. BTS, T-Swift, Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo, Dua Lipa, Springsteen. And every time you sneeze, a new Beatles magazine comes out. So my only complaint, $20. I really wish this had been like a Scream fan pack. Stickers, all kinds of kick-ass stuff. Because I have lost track of how many special Taylor Swift fan packs we've had that have had, like, stuff in them. Stickers, a keychain, posters, postcards. I mean, I need a Ghostface keychain. That's not going to fall apart. So, there's that. Oh, real quick. I did get a new phone grip, which my last one, I did get a pop socket. I didn't care for it. This is an snap, and let me tell you what, this is pretty kick-ass. I love to hold my phone that way. Even like this right here. You do it like that. Turn it like that, but it's called snap. They also have cases, but not for my 13 Pro Max. Now, if and when I do upgrade, which I don't plan on anytime soon, and yes, I do have Angela Lansbury as my wallpaper, as you do. Yeah. But, I mean, look, it's super slim. The pop socket just was not, it was MagSafe, but not my thing. The best one I ever had, it was a Senjurumu that I ordered from Amazon like 5 years ago. It had a wool strap, and then they changed it. I have checked the internet, and there are none like it anymore. They totally not there. But if you're looking for a phone grip, and this is not a sponsorship, although snap, I freaking love this thing. And Gator Fade is the color. It was on sale for $30 at Target, and it just matches my phone, which this 13 Pro Max I got almost 4 years ago in March. I purposely waited for this like hunter green color. If they had the Pro Max, don't get me wrong, the Pro Max, if it was in like this color now, I would get it. The closest runner-up would be the orange. It's okay, but I would get a green case plus this of the snap. But if you're looking for a phone grip, I've only had it a few days, and I freaking love it. It's not bulky in your pants or anything. So, just an FYI. Okay, back to the magazines. You know, my horror movie magazines. So, the first one, I guess, came in last week. I was off Thursday. So I didn't, or Friday. Anyway, the magazines got put out without me, which, whatever. So it is the latest issue of Cinema Retro. And this is the Essential Guide to Movies of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I didn't get this for the longest until I got my certain ones that I do buy every month or two. This one, I think, is about feels like it's 4 times a year, I guess. Because I was like, when's the next one coming out? But since this one has the Moon Spinners, Charles Bronson, so it's a really good magazine. I just happened to see it when I was putting out Newsstand. I was like, oh crap. So the latest issue of Cinema Retro, Death on the Nile. So that's pretty cool. So that's one of my favorites. And then when I was opening Newsstand today, I saw the Scream. Knew I was going to get it. Yeah, I don't care. I had to have it. So the first one was the latest issue of Rue Morgue. And it has Undertone, this horror movie coming out soon. I watched the trailer. It was like a short teaser trailer. Man, Canada's new indie horror wave. Go Canada. Love me some Canada. Oh, Canada. Lord knows I need a bounty. Anyway. Due South. Does anybody remember that TV show? Oh my God. Early 90s, like 92, 93. Paul Gross, he was a Mountie who worked with a policeman in Chicago. Such a great show. But I digress. Sci Factor, I've covered that before. It was done in Canada. So, Canada, I salute you. But Canada's new indie horror wave, but the latest issue of Rue Morgue, Traitors, Worshipping Thulu, Dolly Unleashes. I saw the trailer for that. That was wild. Dolly Unleashes Slasher Mayhem. So the latest issue of Rue Morgue, like I said, just came in today. So I really, if you're looking for it, might not be out for a day or two, depending on your store. If they get to it in the first day, it's a miracle. I try to go through and get the essentials out. Stuff I know my customers are looking for, what I'm looking for. I was just batting like crazy. The latest issue of Infinity Magazine. So I freaking love this magazine. It's more sci-fi, whereas the others are horror. Now, Cinema Retro just kind of covers just cinema of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. But this is more, does some horror, but a lot of sci-fi. TV sci-fi. Oh my God. Live Forever. 40 years of Highlander. Oh my God. The first one. But I did love the TV show too. Blonde Ambition. Our Hearts Belong to Mamie Van Doren. What Me Worry? The very best of Mad Magazine. Who didn't love that? Also Cracked. Man, they were the best. I really wish they would bring out some book collections of old Cracked magazines. Mad magazines, and they're reprinting, and they still bring it out. But come on. The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Toy Guns, Home County Sci-Fi, Dick Van Dyke. Otherwise, it just said Dick Van and it looked like, okay. Then there's this picture. So, which I feel like he's going to live forever. Linda Miller, King Kong Escapes, news, reviews, and more. This is such a great magazine from Britain. I love it. I didn't get into it for the longest. I think the past year or so. These are, it's just part of my standard I buy every month. So, hold on. Let's look. And they have really cool magazines that you could, I guess, order. I wish we would get them. Italian Horror. And Infinity Magazine presents Stand By for Action. A Jerry Anderson special. Thunderbirds Are Ghoul. So, that's pretty cool. I always like to look ahead and see what's going to be the next issue. Ooh. Looks good. All right, and then the last one. So I ended like 3 of my magazines along with the Scream magazine. The last one was The Dark Side. Now, if that cover does not freak you out, that is something. Creepy Compositions, John Carpenter in concert. Fascinating Woman, Brigitte Lahaye exposed. Toys Are Scary, Something Nasty in the Nursery. All the Fun of the Fear, Darkest in Report. Death Takes a Horror Day. Final Destination, 25 Years. This is a great magazine as well. The good thing about these magazines, they have really great articles. They do review like DVDs I didn't know, or movies that I never knew existed. So, you know what? It's a great magazine. If you have not given it a shot, again, this one, Infinity, and Rue Morgue all came in today. So if you look for them at your local Barnes & Noble, might not be out for a day or two, or even a couple of days. Cut us some slack. So sometimes we can be very short-handed. As well as, if you're into just movies in general, Cinema Retro. And then, of course, with next weekend being, I'm just Scream weekend, the Anthem issue. I hope another one comes out, whether it be maybe Entertainment Weekly, or more than likely, because when the last Stranger Things, I mean, there were like 6 different magazines. I think Entertainment Weekly did one, Anthem, and a few others. It was all like recaps of everything. So, but come on, Scream. Cannot wait. So, and my latest RL Stine, but most importantly, my Marco Beltrami scores. Love. I cannot wait till next weekend. So I'm excited, to say the least. Didn't buy any DVDs, obviously. So that will be next week. I will be getting, as I've said before, Somewhere in Time 4K from Kino. I might let that be, not go crazy, let that be the only one versus like Get Dead Again. I don't know. Do I deserve it next week? This I deserved. I deserved a little something, something. Because I fucked up yesterday. So there's that. So, with that being said, that is everything, gang. Oh, man. It's been a good day. Cannot complain. I won't complain one bit. So, there was that. So, but anyway, with that, I'm going to leave you so I can change clothes and wait for my food to cook. And so I can get this posted for y'all. So, which will be in the next little bit. So, at least in the next 25 minutes. So, but anyway. And yes, I'm probably going to shave tomorrow. This is already getting on my nerves. I try to once a week, but we shall see. So, and then I don't know what's on the agenda for tomorrow after the stressful yesterday, and then whatever I did on Tuesday. I don't know. I will play it by ear. So, with that being said, gang. Sorry. I did see. Hold on. I was at lunch. I was going to go over with y'all real quick. Bear with me. Hold on. I did see where they did announce. A 4K steelbook of Doctor Who the movie from '96. 30th anniversary 4K steelbook. I have the original DVD, so the price would have to be really good on that one. More than likely through a British TV half-off sale. That steelbook art is sweet. Oh my God. And then there's a standard 4K of Doctor Who the movie. So it was before that season with Eccleston. So I honestly should rewatch it because, but May 12th, the Fight Club 4K steelbook. Pretty sweet. Love that movie. So good. My only issue, it is from Sony/Disney. I can imagine how much that steelbook's going to be. So it's one of those, I feel like once a pre-order is up, it's probably going to go fast. But even then, hopefully they do a decent artwork for it. So, and then I saw yesterday they announced season 2 of Fallout. That is one show from Prime. I've watched a little bit of. I just haven't gotten into it. So it's one of those things. I can wait long enough and get the seasons fairly inexpensive when the price drops. And now that I don't have Prime, I still have Prime until the so not next Friday. Since I told you like yesterday, canceled it. I don't need it. I don't use it. So there's that. But Fight Club Steelbook looks pretty sweet, gang. So that's just one of those things where it's like the price has to be right. I won't die without it. But remember when it did come out on DVD, it was in that brown. It was a brown cardboard slipcase. Looked like a wrapped craft paper, I think is what it was. I honestly think I have it still in my collection here. I would have to look it up, but it was kind of like how the Royal Tannenbaums was. It was like a cardboard slipcase, I think, the first time it came out. Man, those were some good designs. I hate, and then they went to the cheap plastic snap cases and stuff, where just, because if you get a 20-year-old DVD snap case, that sucker is, versus a current one, which is like super thin. You can tell the difference. So, but anyway, that was all I saw. I saw that while I was scrolling at lunch. The Fight Club. So when the pre-order's up and it's at a great price, you might want to jump out, because I feel like that's definitely one that is going to go fast. So where is Sophia? She's somewhere. Anyway, maybe she'll make an appearance next time, gang. So, okay. Well, that's all I got for today. I've got to change clothes, and my food is, oh God, I hope it's getting close to being done, because now I'm hungry. So, with that being said, it was a great day. I hope you all had a great day. So, one more day till Friday. If you're looking forward to the weekend, I'm off tomorrow, but then I'll be working the weekend like normally. So, but next weekend, Scream Weekend, woo! Yay. I haven't been this hyped for a movie in a while, so, and to go to the theater, that is huge. I really wish I could have gone to see Pretty in Pink 40th anniversary on the big screen. That would have been great, but I would have had to drive like 45 minutes away to another theater. Yeah, it's not worth the hassle. I really hope, like, for Scream 7, Thursday night, if I can hold out to, like, Saturday, like a matinee. So that's Saturday. It's going to be hard staying offline. So, because, it was like the reboot of I Know What You Did Last Summer. I didn't mind knowing what happened, but Scream is a bit more special. So, and especially with Sydney back. So, but anyway, that's all I got for today, gang. I'm going to go ahead and get this up and posted for your pleasure. I want you all to have a good rest of your night. Get a good night's sleep. Don't stay up too late doom scrolling, as I am to do. Although, come 11 o'clock, I'll look on Apple TV to see if they drop any good deals on TV seasons, or listen to the new releases for Friday. So, but anyway, I hear the less than a minute ding on the oven. So it's almost ready. So anyway, you all have a good night. Don't stay up too late. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Not every day's like this, but you see how enthusiastic it's awesome. And I love having our own little community here. So, with that being said, I bid you all adieu, and you all have a good night, and I will meet you all back here tomorrow.